recreating some cold weather looks from clothing from my own closet, Christmas in New York City, my new coat, some gift ideas, and some fabulous fashion finds. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. One of the reasons that I liked showing you guys pictures of examples as opposed to using my own closet was because I wanted to cater to everyone and kind of show everyone with different styles how to use their debt. And I was thinking for a long time how I could show people that have a different style, different than me, how to use their debt without buying things that I would never wear. And I have said this many times before that I actually love that everyone has such a different style, and I follow so many vloggers and social media and content creators that have completely different style because it's just very interesting to me, and I honestly can get something from all of them. So I decided to try, at least for one of these outfits, to take a inspiration picture, or to take 3 inspiration pictures and try to recreate it, even though it's not necessarily something that's my style, but I do like it. So it was a different challenge, right? But I did what I could. And the point of the matter is my style might not be your style because personal style is subjective and quite frankly cannot be taught because we all have different lifestyles and different tastes and different life experiences. So let me show you how I took inspiration pictures and made them my own, even though it's not necessarily my style. So all 3 of these women I follow and are drop dead gorgeous. I've talked about Ayo in my Fashion Week video. If you're not following her on YouTube or on Instagram, she's fabulous. Go follow her. I'm sure you're following Chi. She is just like the New Yorkiest of the New Yorkers. Much more New York than I am, right? And though I think that both of these ladies have different style, they still use something very similar to style this type of coat. First thing that stuck out to me was that the coat was black and white. It's kind of over the top, which, let's be clear, over the top and dramatic and glamorous is something that I love. But I would most likely do it in a slightly different way. So I don't have a coat that's exactly like this, but I do have something similar that I will show you. So in my debt, I love the black and the white and the coat. I loved how Ayo put on the gold pants because gold and me go together like white on rice. I love that she kind of dressed it down with some baggy jeans that made it very New York. But I also love that this coat could be very chic and dressed up and could be worn to the finest affairs. Why did I say it like that? So in recreating this outfit, I'm looking for a black and white kind of striped coat or a coat that's a faux fur. And then the bottoms could go a few different ways. Let me show you what I mean. So often during the winter, like we said, the coat is the outfit. So I'm going really basic with what's underneath this coat. Just a pair of baggy jeans that you've seen a million times at this point and an oversized sweater. I'm going to wear my handy dandy Schutz kitten heel boots. Give me a second. You've seen me buy these, you've seen me wear these, and I've probably used it in every video so far this December. If you were really cool, you can go for some sneakers, but let me show you the coat. So admittedly, I don't wear this coat often. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen me get it last year, I believe, and I like it, but it's kind of a lot. Let me just put the coat on and show you what I mean. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's kind of a lot. It's definitely giving Cruella de Vil. It's giving very extra. It's giving I'm fabulous and I don't care what you think. And listen, I feel like we don't give Cruella de Vil enough credit. Cruella put off some fits, okay? She put off some outfits. So we need to give her a little more credit. Even though she did use the Dalmatians to skin them and use them as coats, that's probably not good. But besides that, her fits were in fact fitting. This coat is a lot. It kind of, I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of drives me crazy that this arm is black and this arm is white. I wish she was like both black or both white. The closest that I can get to that type of outfit. This coat is from Rotate. Again, admittedly, I don't wear it a lot because it is a lot. In fact, the way I would style this, I mean, this is fine. I probably would wear this, but when I have worn it, I have worn it like this once, but what I bought it for was it for to be more dressed up, right? With like a black silky dress or slinky dress with some heels or something and a little clutch, and just like put this over my shoulders. I thought that would be it. But if you're trying to remake the outfit and this is a coat that you have that's similar, this is a good option. Also, I do feel like it gives off a slightly different vibe, but it's similar enough. And like I said, I'm trying to give you some different options for things that aren't necessarily my style, but might be yours. So if you were looking for something similar, I told you mine was from Rotate, and I don't know, I might have said this already, but I don't know if I can find it again. If I can, I will absolutely put it in the description box. But if you want something similar but not quite the same, something like this from Karen Millen would totally work. This Stan Studio jacket coat, even though it's completely different, still gives you that black and white vibe that you could definitely play off of. This coat from Wolf and Badger actually works very well. It's very similar to the one I had on. And if you are somebody who needs a little bit of gold, I wish I had some gold pants, and you want to kind of style it more how I styled it, Bloomingdale's, Saks Fifth Avenue, even something like this from Kate Spade, if you are the girl that really loves sequin, will also really work well. Like I said, the coat is the outfit. When it gets cold like this, guys, do not be fooled. A lot of times, the outfit under my coat is not that glamorous. The coat ends up being the outfit when I have to run to Target, when I have to go to a dentist appointment, whatever it is. A lot of times the coat is in fact the outfit. And if you are from a cold weather city, New York, Chicago, you guys know the importance of a warm, fabulous coat. Mostly warm though. Though the leopard trend might be going away fairly soon as it has peaked, I am the type of girl who just loves leopard. I always have. I could pull some things from my closet that were leopard that I have worn for years. Even though it might sue me on the outs, I still love it. And the way that these women styled fur and leopard print is just chef's kiss. It is so me. And honestly, unlike the first outfit, this was extremely easy for me to recreate because fur and leopard print is something that is just part of my vocabulary, part of my fashion vocabulary, right? So when I use my D.E.T when I'm trying to recreate this outfit, I don't necessarily have to because I kind of can do this one-to-one. I am dying for an oversized brown furry coat, even though I did recently get a coat that I'm going to show you, but I want something more like this. You see how this is very fluffy? And I have a black one, but I really want a brown. So the details that I'm looking for was the brown and the leopard print were easy. And yeah, let me just stop talking and show you how I recreated this. So remember when I went to Zara to try on that huge black fur coat? I didn't need it. I didn't need it at all because I actually have two options here that I want to show you. I wish they were brown, but they're not. I have this absolutely ginormous one that I got from H&M at least 4 or 5 years ago. And when I'm telling you guys, this thing is heavy. It is extremely heavy. It's warm, it's long, it covers everything. I don't know if I like it for this outfit, like to remake this outfit. Let me show you the other one. But this one is huge. It's warm, but it's definitely huge. Let me show you the other one. I've had this coat for even longer. This one is from 7, and I think I like it better for this look. It is just as warm, but a little, I don't know, lighter. I don't know how to explain it. Visually, it's lighter. I mean, it's lighter by weight as well, but visually, I feel like it's lighter, and it works better. You can see more of the leopard print, like that it's shorter. Now, I wouldn't mind if it were a little shorter, like right here, but I think this works. It's very similar vibe, and yeah, let me show you the glasses options. Hold on. So now I got these glasses when I thought I was a lot cooler. know what I was. To replicate this outfit, I would try these glasses, but this is probably not what I would wear. In fact, I've been going back and forth to selling these because I don't wear them, right? I like a sleeker sunglass, and these don't really work on my face or with my style anymore. But I would probably instead use my YSL aviators, as they are a bit thinner. But if you have these, or if you have something like this, they will work just as well. So I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. The goal of this channel is not to get you to like and dress exactly like me or to like the things that I like. My goal is for you to be able to have the knowledge and the tools of how to hone in on your own personal style. And while yours might be vastly different than mine, you are able to take something away from an outfit I had or some colors that I put together that you'll be able to adapt and use your D.E.T to your own personal style. So it has been quite the week readjusting from my trek around America during Thanksgiving. I was in Indiana, I was in Alabama, I was in Tennessee, I was in Kentucky. I was just everywhere, and it feels good to be home. But even when I touched down back in New York City, there were plenty of things to do, a lot of things to see. And yeah, I just got back to Christmas business as usual. So, I'm actually about to go to the gym, but right before I walked out, I'm a little late today in the gym. Right before I was about to leave, this box came, and I have to open it with you. I had this coat last year. It didn't fit. I had to reorder it. We'll talk about this more when I get back. Oh, but I'm so happy to have it back. This is from the Frankie shop. But again, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a second. So one of the things we did was go to brunch, and I went to the Roxy. It's this beautiful jazz brunch. I believe they have it every weekend. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen me go. It's absolutely spectacular. And then there were two exhibits that I wanted to see at the Met. I didn't get a chance to see both of them because we were kind of in a rush, which is probably not the best idea to have gone to the Met. But one of them was called Flights in Egypt or something like that. It was pretty much connecting Black artists and artistry to ancient Egypt. And the other one I wanted to see was Mexican prints. We didn't have time to see it. We rolled by it, but I can't wait to go back and show you guys. But we did get to see the ancient Egypt connection with Black artists. That was amazing. of the malls here in New York always has the most beautiful Christmas decorations. It has so many lights, and it's just decorated amazingly. And are wanting to go see it and maybe do a little bit of shopping. And last week we did talk a little bit. We did some of my makeup, and we talked a bit about my hair loss and how I'm getting it back. In fact, let me just tell you, give you some ways in which I got it back, and then we could finish the conversation from last week. But the several things that I did and I'm doing to get it back is, one, I have to eat. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but like I said, I was counting calories. This was a long time ago. I haven't been doing that. I was counting calories and not looking at nutrition. So if I was doing 1,800 calories, it didn't really matter what I was eating as long as I stayed in that caloric deficit, and that was not smart. So now, for a while now, I have been making sure to eat nutrient-dense foods, like really making an effort to make sure that the foods I'm eating is full of fatty acids like salmon and green leafy vegetables and protein, a lot of protein. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you could definitely get your protein from your beans and your legumes. And if you know that, if you're vegan or vegetarian, you know that, right? But I had to make an effort to make sure that I was getting all of my nutrients. On top of that, I took some supplements. I didn't take a lot. I'm thinking right now of maybe taking Nutrafol, but I did take hum vitamins, hair vitamins, and it seemed to really have helped. My body was just really lacking in the things that it needed, and unfortunately, it showed in my hair. My wash day routine didn't really change. It is going to be changing because I'm going to be doing a series about how I'm learning to style my hair, right? But I just made sure to deep condition my hair every week. I was very gentle, extremely gentle with my hair, just because I didn't want to lose any more hair. And my thing right now is to retain length as I'm cutting off the parts that are thinner. So as you can imagine, my hair was thinning out, and that hair was growing out as my newer, thicker hair has grown in. So I have to slowly cut off the thin part. And I know somebody's going to say to cut it all off, but I will not be doing that because it's not unhealthy. And not to mention, I really don't know how to style my hair. So it's much easier for me to put my hair in a clip or a ponytail or whatever. So I have significantly been chopping off my hair. I do it probably every 2 weeks, cutting off every 2 weeks to a month, cutting off the new growth that I did get so that my hair could become full again. I do my makeup, and I talk about that a little more. So my hair went from this to this, and thank goodness that I've gotten, my health is all right now and everything's all right. And now it has grown back and it looks like this. Mind you, it's growing back gray, and that's why I recently dyed my hair, but it is growing back nonetheless. I did some things to disguise that my hair was not as thick as it used to be. You've seen this picture. This is my hair not suffering a bit. Honestly, it was thin. It's thin, and you're looking at this, you might be thinking it doesn't look that thin, but to me and what I'm used to, it's very thin. And oftentimes, like I do now, I wear it in a ponytail. That's why when I got those braids and they hurt so much, I was so afraid, because I thought that the progress that I'd made and the hair that had grown back was going to fall out again. I was actually supposed to get a sew-in. I don't know the stress that will put on my own hair, even though my hair is doing fine right now. I mean, it's doing really well, if I'm being honest. It's doing really well. But I was a little nervous. But I do want to do something different with my hair, and pulling it back in a ponytail every day is so boring. And so now I'm kind of on this hair journey to get my hair back to what it was. And like I said, it's doing pretty well. And I could completely tell that it's getting back to the thickness as well. My roots and a few inches of my hair, about this much, is extremely thick, and the rest not so much. so I just have to wait it out. And you really can't tell because of the way that I style it. It still looks relatively thick, to be honest with you, because my hair was so thick initially. What my hair is now is still a lot. It's still a lot. I used to fill in my eyebrows. It's super cheap. It's the NYX brow pencil from NYX, and I am in brunette. No, I go between espresso and brunette. But like I said, my eyebrows are not my strongest, so I'm working on that. I always line my eyes with this NYX liner. I really love the Fenty one, but I am out of that. So this is the next best thing for me. So now my next thing is, like I said, getting a sew-in. I do feel kind of okay with getting it as long as the braider is not too tight. In fact, I think it might even be easier to maintain just the front of my hair as opposed to my whole head. I got 2 of these sweatbands, and they are from, I don't remember the company, but I will put it in the description box. I got 2 of these sweatbands. I put my hair in 2 ponytails, like Princess Leia, right? 2 ponytails, tight, not tight where my hair is coming out, but taut, right? It's smooth. And then I take 2 of these, I put one here. See my hair. I put one here and one here, tie it down, and I do not take it off until my hair is completely dry. And that has really helped me maintain something. Like, it still doesn't look great, but I am able to bring it back and like just have it laid down a little bit. I want to play with my hair a little bit, and I don't want to play with my own hair as I'm recovering from the hair situation, the hair debacle of 2024. I have been talking to you guys about this Armani blush that I love, that's discontinued, and it's driving me nuts. But I have been using every bit of this, and I will until it is completely gone. And it's terribly dirty, but it's just my favorite right now. One of you all suggested that I get this one from Fenty, and it does work just as well. It's not the exact same color, and I am honestly being kind of picky about it, but I love it. But I'm going to finish this Armani as much as I can, and I use this Hourglass 15 blush brush. And you see, it doesn't do a lot. I hope it shows up on camera. You see how it just like looks kind of peachy, and it's just enough. I'm not a huge fan of my face looking red, and that's again probably because I don't know how to do it perfectly. That's a nothing, and that's just a little bit of glow, and I'm looking for glow. That's what I love. I love glow. I think that's what I'm looking for. So now I'm thinking about getting a sew-in, and I need to blend with my hair. I am a 4B texture, right? I need the extensions, the weave, the wefts, the bundles to match my own hair. Speaking of being glowy, I love this Westman Atelier highlight. I personally prefer a liquid highlight, as to me it looks a little more natural. It looks a little more modern, right? And this one again is Bron or Bronze. I do use these 2 powders, this Fenty powder, and then I also use my Chanel powder for all over my face. And I also use this Sephora finishing powder. This is a brand spanking new one. These little triangle sponges, I love for under my eyes. And then I use the YSL mascara. I go a lot between this one and the Gucci one. They're 2 of my favorites right now. So yes, I am thinking about probably doing a sew-in. I've gone back and forth. And like I said, I need it to match my 4B type 4 hair. And I saw this one, these are expensive, but you know, sometimes you got to pay for quality. I said, but before I buy it, let me ask the girls if anyone has ever used this hair for their sew-ins, extensions, weave, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. I noticed that black girls call it weave, but white girls call it extensions. You guys, it's all the same. Any black woman, because I'm black, have you ever used this this brand of hair? Because it looks like my hair. So hopefully I'm able to use that. Let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't, I would love some recommendations. I do not want my hair to be silky smooth. I don't mind puffy hair. I'm black, I have puffy hair, so I'm okay with that. I like this Sephora brush and this Hourglass brush to put on my finishing powder. Very rarely do I contour and all that, just because, I don't know, I just don't. I prefer my face to look like this for now until I really get a hold of how to do that without it looking like a painted face. But when I do, when I'm playing around or when I really nail it, I use this one from Say, and it's probably the deeper shade. But as you can see, it's not used that much because I don't use it that often. That's definitely a skill I'm just working on. So there's also a couple of things I want to show you that I love. I love this NARS. I shouldn't put my powder on. My new again Frankie Shop coat, and I love it. I do feel like it might be a little oversized, but I'm pretty sure that it is meant to be oversized. It's long, it's brown, it's fabulous. If I would have gone down a size, it would have laid a little closer to my body. I don't mind that it's oversized. And let me show you something spectacular. These brown gloves that I have are these from Italy? I can't remember if they're from Italy or they're from Banana Republic. Either way, I have to look at the tag. They match this coat so well. And then I thought about maybe wearing it with my Manuel Atelier bag. Wait a second. They are not the same brown, obviously, but how fabulous is this? With Manuel Atelier, darling. And because I am born in the 80s, like I told you last video, I'm gonna try to wear my collar up. Don't I kind of have to wear my collar up? Like, what? I don't have my sunglasses on hand. I think they're in my bag, which is all the way in the living room. But just imagine some really good brown sunglasses. I need brown boots. I need some brown boots. But do you see? Oh my God, this is so good. This makes me so, so excited. What did T.I. say? If you see me in the street, you'll act like you don't know me. I beg you, if you are unable to share in my happiness as far as this coat fitting from this year to last year, I'm asking you just not to say anything. I understand everyone doesn't have the same thought process as I do, but I'm asking you to not deflect from the fact that this is a big accomplishment for me, and it ain't easy, but I did it and I couldn't be more proud. So you guys remember last week when I was talking about the gift ideas, and the first gift idea was like the bougie caviar basket for those people who have never tried it, or a foodie, or somebody that wants to kind of experiment. Well, I bought one for myself. I got one for myself. And see, that's the problem. Gift ideas can be to be given, but should I not be giving myself gifts? Also, I am thinking about ordering that beautiful notebook from Aspinall of London. And see, this is the problem. I should be shopping for other people. Don't be like me. Here are this week's gift ideas. So the Harlem Candle Company has so many great products, right? I have had a few of their candles, which I love, and more recently they have come out with some fragrances. I just ordered a sample of each one of them, like a sample set, and I can't wait to try them. But if they are anything as good as the candles, I know I'm going to love it. But if you have someone in your life who is a fragrance lover like I am, perhaps a collector, someone who is a homemaker and really loves to have their home smell nice, they even have diffusers. What I really love about the Harlem Candle Company is that every candle and every detail is modeled after the the Harlem Renaissance. And if you're not new here, the Harlem Renaissance is something that I have studied and love and actually helped me really get into jazz music and why I love jazz right now. So every candle is inspired by the Harlem Renaissance, right? You have a Josephine Baker candle and fragrance. You have a Speakeasy candle. You have a Langston Hughes candle, right? So if you would love to support them, or if you have somebody like me in your life, I think that's a great gift. And Dior has so many things. Besides their purses and their fashion and their beauty, it also has this absolutely stunning notebook. This is for the bougie writer in your life, the person that likes to keep track of things, but to do it in a very luxurious way. It's a very gorgeous notebook. Last time we spoke about the notebook from Aspen of London, I told you I'm really thinking about getting it myself, but this is another option. These are the kind of gifts that people like, but wouldn't buy them themselves. I love giving gifts that people wouldn't normally spend money on, but they definitely appreciate. So if you have a homebody in your life, when you call them, they don't want to leave the house. If they are in the bed watching TikTok, rubbing their feet together, they have cooked chili, they have a hot cup of joe waiting for them. They just like to be in the house. What about getting them a cozy, personalized robe? It comes in different colors. You can put their name on it. You could put their initials, and it just adds a little something extra. Now, a robe in itself is a great gift, but it does add that extra something and the extra personalization by putting their name or their initial on it. So I think this is a great idea. And then the last thing is for your very good friend, right? Your BFF, your confidant, the person you go to when something happens. This is just merely a box. I found it, a beautiful box at Williams Sonoma. What if you take something beautiful like this and fill it with memories from the year, a trip that you went on? It doesn't have to be for the year, but maybe the duration of your friendship. It could be anything. I don't know your life, right? I don't know who your BFF is. Instead of giving them another sweater or something that they're not going to use forever, give them the gift of memories. I would absolutely love this, and do it in a beautiful, luxurious box. So I am looking for a pair of brown boots that I think will look really good with my new coat and my Manier Atelier bag. I had a pair of brown boots. In fact, I had several. And in the fit of trying to clean out my closet and just, I don't know, you guys, I sold my 2 brown boots that I have. So I'm looking for a pair of brown boots, and I found some for this week's Fabulous Fashion Finds. This bag is from Mango, and it is 100% leather. It very much reminds me of an old school Coach bag. That Coach bag, I think, was smaller than that. I was actually recently watching Desperate Housewives, and Brie Vanderkamp had on a bag that looks very similar to this. I'm pretty sure it's Coach, but it's much smaller. Either way, this is such a cute bag for the price. I believe it's like $200 for a leather bag or a good quality bag. I would definitely wear this. I wish that it had like different colors, like, you know, the color of the season, maybe a burgundy, maybe a brown. But black and gold are some of my favorite combinations, so I'll definitely work with this. I just love this. And then I don't know how I stumbled upon Gap, but Gap has some pretty cute coats. And because it has recently gotten cold here in New York, I have been looking at some new coats. We're thinking about taking a trip, so I might need a thicker coat. And this black one on the left looks like a good option. Now, the other one on the right, maybe not so much. Maybe if you live in a cooler climate, or I'm sorry, maybe if you live in a warmer climate, that will work for you, but not here. That probably won't work here in this weather. So go check out Gap, or check out the Gap if you haven't recently. I'm not usually a Gap shopper, but I feel like there are a few things that you definitely can find. So this is from a brand that I recently found. I'll put it in the description box. They had these beautiful leather goods, but what got me was the travel collection. This is the Weekender. They also have a bigger travel one, but I love a good oversized weekender. You could fit, 2 or 3 days of worth of things in, and it's completely chic. They have these two colors, but they also have a brown, a darker brown, and they have all types of things, especially for the travel collection. They have a passport holder, they have a cosmetic case, and it's all beautifully made leather. It's very much given Bottega, but it's not the Bottega price. It's also not cheap, so be warned of that. Remember, it is real leather. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. There's nothing better than a woman or a man who's traveling and still has maintained a certain level of chicness. I recently saw somebody take a faux fur vest, turn it around, and then put a jacket or a coat over it. And I know that sounds insane, but it was absolutely incredible. Somehow it became, or it looks like, one of the chicest things that I've seen. I don't know what made them do it, but it was so good. I wish I would have saved the video. Or again, if you live in a warmer climate, to put this over a leather jacket, or even to put this over a wool coat, whatever your style is. I am just thrilled to see faux fur vest again, because I am an elder millennial and the faux fur vest used to go pretty hard. I keep saying that I cannot find my gold cuff, and I can't. I don't know where it went, but I am in desperate need of a new one. So I found this one from Jordan Road. I heard about Jordan Road through Jasmine Tooks. I think she did an advertisement for them, but she did some earrings. But I went to go check out what else they had besides the earrings, and they had these beautiful cuffs, which we all know what this looks like. It's 24 karat plated brass, and I think it's gorgeous. I wish that I could wear silver. We've had this conversation many times, but I'm more than likely going to get the gold. If you're looking for a beautiful gold cuff that doesn't cost as much as the Tiffany one, but also not cheap, this is a fabulous option. And then I told you I was looking for brown boots, and I should not have waited this late in the season. And yes, it's late in the season for certain things. A lot of things are sold out. These are from Everlane, and I do like them, but something about the heel is kind of throwing me off, and I don't know if I would want to wear that heel next year or the year after. And if I'm spending a few $100s on boots, I want to be able to wear it forever. So I'm not completely sold on these, but I did find these from Massimo Dutti, which are a little more straightforward. I love the pointy toe. I love the small heel because I want to be able to wear them every day. And they're also leather. Massimo Dutti actually has some decent quality boots. There are another pair that I wanted to try. They are flat though. But yeah, I can't decide between these or the other ones. And we'll see what I do, because I definitely need some brown boots. And then the white furry fur coat, I guess that means the same thing, is everywhere. And not just a white fur coat, but the long one. This is from the Cult Gaia and Gap collaboration, and yeah, I'm late to the collab. I can't keep up with all of it. But this is pretty fabulous. The hood makes it a little extra. The rose gold detail is very interesting. Let me know what you think about this. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen it in person, and I might try to go see it if they have it in store to see the quality. But I do think it's fabulous. I will also say that if you are getting a white faux fur, to be careful of the makeup you wear with it. I would definitely use like the Ben Nye setting spray, or if your skin is good enough, I might go without, because getting the makeup out of faux fur, white faux fur, is not easy. Sticking with the white faux fur, this is from H&M. Again, it's extra long. It's perfect for the bougie aunt, right? I have a short one, but I wouldn't mind a long one. Now, don't get me wrong. Worn in the wrong way, it could give off bathrobe. It could, but worn and styled properly, it could also be very cozy, very glamorous. I also saw this at H&M. Mind you, you're going to have to wear something really warm underneath it. Heat Tech from Uniqlo is always a good idea, but this is for the girl who's a little boho. You know, this is very Chloe. It's very comfortable. You don't really have to worry about your shape. This was a great Thanksgiving outfit, paired with some knee-high boots or some over-the-knee boots to keep you a little extra warm. I think that this is really cute. Now, mind you, you're going to have to, dress in layers, but I do think this is a very cute option. And lastly, if you're looking for a black, is this black or brown? Wait a minute, if this is brown, I might want this. I was looking for a brown faux fur jacket. If you're looking for a dark faux fur jacket, Zara has you covered. If this is brown, is this brown, you guys? If this is brown, I might need this, because like I said earlier, I was looking for a brown faux fur coat. So anyway, that's this week's fabulous fashion finds. Let me know if you found anything this week. So do you mostly follow people on social media that you have the same style as? Or do you follow them because you're nosy? Or do you follow them for information, to learn something, to have inspiration, and just use your D.E.T? I'm actually very curious, as I follow people for all three of those reasons. I love to learn about things, inspiration of course, and to use my D.E.T. Did you buy anything that was a gift for somebody else but end up keeping it? And like I said, I'm gonna be asking you every week, how close are you to finishing your holiday shopping? Anyway, you guys, you know I appreciate that you take time to spend with me every Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.